Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Namaste, good evening. So, let us sit straight, gently close your eyes. Pay attention to your sitting posture. Whether you are sitting upright or not. Now pay attention to your stomach movements. When you inhale, your stomach bulges up. When you exhale, it goes down. Now feel the expansion and contraction at your chest area. When you inhale, there is expansion. When you exhale, there is contraction. Feel it. Mark the position of your hands, how they are resting. Relax your both the shoulders. Neck part. Feel your chin. Feel your both the lips, how they are joined together. Witness the position of your tongue, how it is resting inside the teeth. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your eyeballs. Upper part of your eyes like a doors, they are gently closed. Between the eyebrows, forehead, upper part of your head, back side of your head, right side of your head, left side of your head, and focus your whole attention on your incoming and outgoing breath. Long deep breath in. And exhale deeply. Now we'll recite prayer. Om Sehna Bhavatu Sehnau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibrations, or you may contemplate upon the meaning of this prayer. Once again, take one deep, long breath. And while exhaling, slowly open your eyes. Jai Gurudev, Namaste to everyone. So friends, yesterday we were just a minute. We were discussing about the grounds, chit bhumis, as well as the what we call the chit vrittis, or the mode of behavior of chitta we have discussed. And the purpose, yesterday we have discussed that this flow is natural flow is towards the material side, towards the sensory pleasures. So purpose is to rechannelize this flow towards the other side. So what are the methods to do so? So these are the abhyas and viragya. You might be aware that when Lord Krishna was insisting to Arjuna to fight, and Arjuna said, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. This mind is so fleeting. It runs faster than air. So how to control it? Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balbhadram tasyaham nigrahamanne vayurus. It is very difficult to control because it is so fleeting. And Lord Krishna accepted it. He said that Asanshya Mahava, no doubt about it. Whatever you said, it is correct. It is very difficult, but abhyasen tu kaunteya vairagyen kriyate. Only abhyas and vairagya. These are the two, they are interdependent. They are like two wings of the world. They are like two wings of the sadhaka. The sadhaka can fly only through these two wings. So today we are going to discuss about this abhyas and vairagya. Patanjali also, Maharishi Patanjali also talks about how to rechannelize this. These are the general methods. It is not applicable, not only applicable to the this spiritual journey, but it is also applicable in our day-to-day life. These are the general methods applicable for each and every walks of life, wherever you want to be successful. So, Maharishi Patanjali says that the diversion, we have to, the river is flowing in one direction. So we have to make a bridge. We have to make a, what you call, not the bridge, but it is a kind of, we have to stop this. So, and we have to re-channelize this flow towards the other side. So for that, it is abhyas and vairagya. So what is abhyas? Maharishi Patanjali defines it. He says, Tatra sthitau yatno abhyasa. Tatra sthitau, the sthiti, as you know, when we are sitting for meditation, and what happens to us? When we sit quietly, some thoughts, they come to the surface. If we just follow them, then we make get carried away along with the thought. But if we witness them and we do not follow them, just witnessing. So when you witness, if you never become one with them, then naturally they will disappear. As you might have observed sometime, the word flying in the sky, sometime it appears, sometime it disappears. Appears, disappears. In between, with that's what you call, when it disappears, that particular sthiti, that particular state, when the thought disappears, it appears and then disappears. That particular sthiti, to achieve that particular state, that stability, whatever the effort you are doing, that is called abhyas. Let me give you one example. Long back, my son came to me with a comprehension. I said that you have to go through. But when I went through that, what I read is that I would like to share with you. There is a fish. It is a salmon fish, which has more this, what you call, this smell. It grows in a small pool. When there is a rain, this pool overflows. And this fish, with the overflow of this water, through the river, it reaches to the ocean. If that fish wants to lay the eggs, she wants to reach back to the same pool. Now, the question is, that fish wants to come back to the same pool. When she went, it was along with the current of the water, and she reaches in the ocean. But if she has to come back, what she has to do? She has to go against the current. So friends, when we grow a little bit, automatically there is a river of sensory pleasures. We flow with it because it is easy, because we have experienced this all sensory pleasures, not only in this life, but lives together. It is a flow. Continuously we are flowing with that. But if we have to go against, like that fish, then we have to go against the current. Whenever you are trying to go against the current, you have to remember that you have to reach. That fish wants to reach. Either the fish will reach to the pool, otherwise she will die in between. So going against the current is said to be abhyas, in other words. With a view to achieve that state, punah punah, again and again, we have to remind ourselves. And that is what is said to be abhyas. Tatra sthito yatno abhyasaha. Now, it is not so easy. It is not a matter of day or two, or the month or years. It may be a matter of the whole life. Maharishi Patanjali says in the further sutra, Satu Dirghakal, long time. It does not mean nowadays we want everything in a, that today we are doing something, tomorrow we should get this result. That is what. So it needs a long time. And three things are there: long time and dirghakal, long time, nairantari, continuity, regularity, and nairantarya, that is the punctuality. Regularity, punctuality, all this, whatever we want to achieve in our life, we have to follow this. we have to give time for that. Long time. It may not be possible within a day or two. We have to give a lot of time. So long time, and then nairantarya, regularity, continuity is to be maintained, and satkara sevitu. Our attitude towards that should be receptive. There should be a shraddha. Satkara sevit, satkara sevit. Asevit means if you follow. If the attitude, our attitude is receptive, then only that abhyas becomes the firm grounded. Otherwise, not. Now here, the most important part is that all be whatever, whether we should be patient, we have to wait. We should not leave in because it may be a kind of we may be distracted from the path if we do not have that patience. Whatever we want to achieve, there may be, because of certain reason, because of the previous samskaras, we may not be able to reach that state early. So we have to wait. We have to remain committed, but we have to wait. We have to be patient, and we have to continue our effort. So this is what is the abhyas. So punah punah, again and again we have to remind, as we used to say, we should always be goal-oriented. Goal-oriented means we have to remind ourselves that that particular state, thoughtlessness state, is the state, is the sthiti, that is what is the sthiti. For that sthiti, we have to remind ourselves again. And what thoughtlessness state means, we have to remind ourselves about that pure conscious phenomena. We have to keep that always in our mind. We have to be that goal-oriented. That is what is the goal. We have to remind. In other words, we have to develop that awareness. Always we have to be aware, because thought comes and we get carried away along with that. So we have to stop little bit. And if you stop, then you will be aware. And this awareness will help you to stop, to withdraw. This is what is the process, is the procedure. Now this is one wing of the world. Other one is the Vairagya. So Vairagya, be without rag. This Vairagya is of two kinds, upper Vairagya and par Vairagya. Without attachment. It is a, what you call the detachment, or people also used to call it, means disinterestedness, whatever. So we have to develop a disinterestedness towards the sensory pleasures, in other words. Towards that which takes us, which attracts us towards the sensory pleasures. We have to develop a disinterestedness, detachment towards that. Now, beautifully, because Maharishi Patanjali has not given, he has directly given us the Vashikar Sangya Vairagya, but here we have to understand a little bit, because it is a kind of development. So what, with the help of Vyasa Bhashya, we can understand. The Vairagya can be divided into two parts, upper Vairagya and par Vairagya. What is this upper Vairagya? It is of four kinds: Yatman Sangya, Vyatirek, Ekendriya, and Vashikar. Now let us understand one by one. Yatman. You are Yatman, you are trying. Now, for example, it is a what you call it. You are trying, you are striving to stop something. That is Yatman. Say, for example, now suppose I fall ill and I used to go to the doctor. Doctor says, Dr. Sharma, you are now growing old. You have to stop eating this. So, but Dr. Sharma is very fond of that particular taste in a particular thing. So, but he said that no, it is, so you have to try, you have to stop this eating. So when I remember that, and if I stop this, it means, though I'm interested, I know this taste, I want to repeat that taste. But now, while listening doctors, as we are listening sometime, our saintly people, Gurudev used to say, this is to be followed, that should be avoided, something like that. Likewise, so as the saintly persons or Gurudev used to say that this is not good for you, this is good for you, you have to follow this, and we accept. And accordingly, we start, we are striving to stop that particular thing. So this is called Yatman Sangya. It is an initial stage of the Vairagya where we just give thought, oh, this is not good because Gurudev has said that this is not good for us, I should not do this. So slowly, you are developing this disinterestedness, that particular taste or particular organ, the pleasure of that particular organ, you stop. Thereafter comes the Bhetireka. Bhetireka means this much I have controlled myself, but this much yet to be controlled. So this is Swadhyaya analysis, self-analysis is going on. This much I have done, this much yet to be done. This is called Bhetireka. Now Ekendriya, I have developed control over my all the senses, but one sense is left. Ekendriya, one is left. It is yet to be controlled. This is what, so we go on thinking like that. And then afterward comes the Vashikar Sangya. That is what Patanjali defines himself in the first chapter, 15 sutra, wherein it says, Drishta Anushrabik. Now, whatever the object you have experienced, Drisht means seen object which you have experienced in your life. And Anushrabik, we have heard something. Suppose we have heard about Geneva. It is a beautiful city in Switzerland. We have heard this. We have heard about the heaven. And we are craving for just to see that particular. So we have heard object and experienced object. When we developed a disinterestedness, Vitrishna, disinterestedness towards the experienced object as well as the heard object, that is what is said to be the mastery. Vashikar, that is what is the Vashikar, the mastery over the seen and unseen objects. This is called Vashikar Sangya Vairagya. So, with the help of this upper Vairagya, Vashikar Sangya Vairagya, you can understand now, with the help of this Vashikar Sangya Vairagya, we can reach to the state of Sabij Samadhi. Because whatever the objects, we have developed the disinterestedness towards the all worldly objects, seen or unseen, all the objects are made up of, according to Sankhya Yoga philosophy, all the made up of what you call the threefold energy. And therefore, Patanjali defines the Parvairagya thereafter. He says, Tat Param, highest than that. When you have developed a disinterestedness or detachment towards the what you call the worldly objects, seen or unseen, thereafter what happens to you? You develop Tat Param, highest than that. Purush Khyate, when we get the glimpses of our this true nature. Gun Vetishnim, the cause of the objective world, they are said to be the threefold energy. We develop a disinterestedness even towards the threefold energy. And that is the reason why the fourth chapter, last chapter and fourth last sutra of 34th sutra of the fourth chapter, Purusharth Shunya, because now there's no job left for the gunas, and therefore Purusharth Shunya, because there's no job to be performed now. And that is the reason why Patanjali says in the second chapter, Kirtartham Pratinashtam, one who has reached to that state, one who has developed that state, means Purush Khyati, one who has developed or got the glimpses of one's own true nature, he develops what you call the disinterestedness towards the cause of this universe, and that is the Trigunas. So this is what, and with the help of this Parvairagya, one can reach to the state of Nirvij Samadhi, that we are going to discuss when we are going to discuss about the Samadhi. But this upper Vairagya help us to reach to the Savij state, Bij with seed state, seed Samadhi with seed. There is a chance to come back. But when you develop, when you get the glimpses of your true nature, thereafter you develop a disinterestedness towards even the gunas. And thereafter there's no chance to come back. So let me tell you, this is very, very simple to Bhagavad Gita, wherein Vishya bin nivirtante niraharasya dehina. See how it is only the sthit prajna who, the person who has developed that disinterestedness towards all the sensory pleasures, but the taste of that, the force of the taste, sometime it can force to come back, but it cannot happen. It cannot be with the sthit prajna, because he has developed that, he has understood, he has get the glimpses of his true nature, and therefore he never falls again. So that is what is the Parvairagya, wherein if we equate it with the Nirbijta, then there's no sanskara at all. So when you develop a disinterestedness towards the cause of this universe, the cause is the threefold energy, and then the three gunas, they will not be means in the working. They are Purushartha Shunya. There will be nothing is left to perform by the gunas thereafter when you get the glimpses of. So Chiti Shakti Riti, that is what it is said in fourth chapter of. So this is the story of this, what you call the Abhyas and Vairagya. So this is applicable not only for this spiritual endeavors, but wherever we are. If we want to be successful, we have to make use of these two methods. These are the general methods. Now here, Patanjali has given us only Abhyas and Vairagya. What is to be done? What kind of Abhyas? You know, everything, whatever, whether it is a asana, whether it is a pranayam, or Ashtanga yoga, or Kriya yoga, or whatever the techniques given us, whatever, with a view, if we do this asana with a receptive attitude, it can help us to create the balance in all the system. Flexibility, endurance, this and that, all that can help us. So this is what, but it is to be done for a long period of time, with continuity and with satkara sevit, with receptive attitude. Then only it will be. Similarly, the pranayama. So abhyas here is it is a general rule. It is a what you call the rule, and it is to be applied in every what you call the practice, whether it is a asana, whether it is a pranayama, whether it is whatever it may be, it is to be applied. And if you go on applying one hand, you are going to be perfect in this side, and the rest, your craving will be slowly, you will be able to stop your craving slowly. Say, for example, we are striving for some time. You think that I'm today it is, I can sleep more, but if you are really aware, if you are really interested, this, if you develop that kind of what you call the, if you remain goal oriented, then you will not be able to sleep. You will get up early and you will do your practice, whatever. So this will help you, means when you are sleeping, you do not want to get up, but this will make you, this whatever you have done, if your continuity is maintained, then you will be able to get up early and you will follow that systematically, and you will develop a disinterestedness toward that, laziness towards that, what you call the nidra, you will develop that. So it is applicable in every sphere of life, wherever you are. So these two, abhyas and vairagya, they are applicable. Without this, we cannot think of any success in our life. So this is what is the abhyas and vairagya. And tomorrow, we are going to discuss about the sampragyat, which is according to the commentators, that is said to be samadhi. So sampragyat, it is a sampragyat, asampragyat, these are said to be the samadhis. And yoga, according to Patanjali, is said to be sampragyat yoga or asampragyat yoga. So that tomorrow we are going to discuss. The essence of the talk today is that we have to learn to go against the current. Go against the current is abhyas, so that we can develop a disinterestedness towards the all attraction of the world. This is what is the essence. So one hand, we are developing a disinterestedness. On the other hand, we are trying puna, again and again. We are involving our effort. So we can reach to the state. So which is that state? Which is the thoughtless state. That is what is the awareness. That is what is the sthiti which we have to achieve. This is what is the, what you call, the purpose of this, both the concepts, abhyas and vairagya. So today we'll stop here and we'll continue tomorrow, and we are going to discuss about the sampragyat samadhi. So thank you.